All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast. Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I'm coming to you live again from my daughter's gaming cubby with the weird shadows and lights. If you're watching it on the YouTube, as I'm building a new podcast studio from scratch. It's looking good. I'm very happy with the progress. Also, so check it out wherever you get the podcast from. iTunes, Spotify. Big on Spotify there. Anchor, of course, the people who hold my podcast, and YouTube. If you want to watch, see what's going on over there. I'm dressed like a bum with a nerdy haircut today. I have noticed. Thanks so much, everybody, for last week's episode. It's weird. I got a lot of feedback from last week's episode. A lot of controversy, I suppose you would call it, on my Disney rant about my war with Disney. Like I said, I was not. Some people called me transphobic because I just thought the whole thing was, kind of crazy. It was just more of an opinion about how I thought what was going on with Disney. So some people call me transphobic. That's fine. My problem was, I mean, you call me that if you want to, which it's not the case, but if that's what it takes to get through your day, if you don't hear what I'm trying to say, and I do make a point when I'm explaining something that could be somewhat kind of, I don't want to say controversial, but, might rub people's tits the wrong way. I do make the point clear, as well as when I make my statement. I also make the point in saying, I'm not transphobic, I'm not, and I just want that so I'm sorry, apparently I pissed in a lot of people's cornflakes last week, but you know what, I don't care, because there was no ill will meant towards you, towards trans people, towards Disney. It was more of just commentary of what was happening over there, or down there, whatever, their corporate office in California, I think, right? But down in Disney World, the protests were at Disneyland. And I think one of the things, this is the point I'm trying to make, right? Like, someone wrote to me on Instagram. If you want to write to me on Instagram, Mick Thomas Comedy, it's there. On Mick Thomas Comedy on TikTok, blowing up on the old TikTok. I just kind of put jokes on there, though. I don't put any opinions on TikTok, although sometimes people do kind of fucking weigh in on that stuff over on TikTok as well. But so what I was talking about was basically how Disney now will no longer refer to people at the parks as boys and girls, right? This is, again, the article I was reading was, if and the interview I saw, if you refer to kids as a staff member, cast member as they called, refer to children or men and women as men and women, or boys and girls as boys and girls, you can receive disciplinary action and you could be fired. And this was my point. And a lot of people said, good, if you can agree to move with the times, then you should be fired. So my point is, like, if you've ever been to Florida, like I have many times, if you've been to Disney World like I have many times, and actually talked to the cast members, right? I remember I took a private bus, obviously. I remember I took a private bus from one of the parks to a meeting in the hotel. So they allocated a private driver to me. And I got talking to the man. He's a senior guy. He was 72. This is going back 5 years maybe now, so maybe a little bit longer. So hopefully he's still alive. And Florida didn't get him. But he was, in his 70s, we'll say, in his 70s. And he told me that majority of staff at Disney are part-timers, right? They're all, like, the retired bus drivers were people who were probably bus drivers in the past. And they moved to Florida to spend the winter years of their lives in the sun. And they go to get a job at Disney. And so these guys are in their 70s, right? So there's a good chance they fought in a war, right? They're definitely one of the wars they fought in. I doubt World War One. Possibly on the tail end. Maybe you got in the tail end of World War Two. Maybe the Korean War. Maybe they fought in the Korean. Maybe they fought in the Clone Wars. I don't know. Robot Wars. What are they? The Coupon Wars. Whatever. There's a chance they got into some war. Right? They've come through their life. They're kind of somewhat of a hero. Some maybe not so much heroes. Some could be just, criminals getting a second chance at life. Fake identity, witness protection program. We don't know. But anyway, my point is, if you're in your 70s, you've done a lot of shit in your life, right? You've lived your life, and now you want to retire, go get a part-time job down to Disney. You walk up, and all of a sudden, your whole life you've been calling boys, girls, right? As you should be calling a boy, and a girl. you know, and if they want to be called something different, then just maybe correct them. But you shouldn't have an old guy lean down, 77 years old, fought in the fucking wars, worked his ass off. He's on retirement, last few winters of his life, doing his best to be a good man, good provider, right? Maybe he's a widower, you know what I mean? Grandkids come down, kids don't call anymore, really. You know what I mean? He doesn't get a call at Christmas time from his son anymore. Maybe he does. And all he has is going to Disney. He leans down, puts his hands on his two legs and go, oh, hello there, son. Or hello there, miss. And all of a sudden, bang, you're fucking fired. You want that guy fired, do you? That's the point I was trying to make. That's the point I was trying to make, because he meant no fucking ill will towards you and your agenda or your now preference, because this is, you know, you think you're jumping on the hot topic, not the store. You're jumping on the hot thing, which is transgender. And I'm not saying you're not, by the way. So this is the thing where people take the clips. But I did read a book. I'm a smart man. I read a book. Didn't even have pictures in it. But I did read like a lot of this, a high statistic. I think over 80%, if not close to 90%, of people who transitioned, that they transitioned, they actually realized they wanted to go back, and then they've done too much damage, or some didn't do any damage at all, luckily. And that's the point I'm trying to make, right? That it is an actual statistic, and people do kind of want to, you know, jump on the bandwagon, if you will. And I've talked about that on my other podcast, the Manxiety Show, where we take it a little bit serious. We talk about mental health for men's problems. You know, and it was not transphobic. It was nothing against. Look, there are several people in this world, several people who were born like that, who were born, they feel they were born in the wrong body, right? Several people. But not everybody, and I just think some people are now confused, and I think you're going to confuse them even more. It's just my opinion. That's all it is, for what it's worth. My little Irish opinion is that I feel you're going to confuse people more about what they're not sure what they are when you're telling people. I don't know. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But anyway, that's all. But you want that old guy fired. That was the point I kind of wanted to make on that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, here we are. 7 minutes later. I think I made my point to that person who sent me the email. I think I made my point. But if you want to email, you want to counter, if you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Put your comment in on YouTube if you thought I said something that was insensitive. Please, if you could. I would love to hear from you. But I come from a place of love and understanding. That's all. I come from a place of love and understanding. I just don't like forced understanding, forced love, when it's not a priority in the world. Because here's the thing too, right? It's like China right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see what's going on in China, and I heard this interview with someone like that. They're on total lockdown. Nobody's talking about it, by the way, right? They're on total lockdown because there's another outbreak. I don't know if you know this. If you're listening to this in America, if you're listening to this outside America, you're already tuned in, because you kind of have a bit more going on. But in America, you're not going to realize this. China, people are literally locked in their homes. Literally locked, as in you're not allowed to leave your fucking home. There's a certain siren that goes off, and if you're that siren, then you go for your COVID test back in. They have food delivered to people, and the food gets delivered is not your shopping list, by the way. It's not like a pea pod. You're not going to say, okay, we need milk, I'll have some bread. What do you want? What do you want? You want some? He wants chocolate. Get him some chocolate. What do you want? I don't think they have. Do you have those fish sticks with the extra breadcrumb? Extra breadcrumb. What do you want? No, I've told you I'm not getting any more of those, because when I buy 5 of them, they're gone by 2 days when they're supposed to last a week, and we're not getting them again. What else do you want? Some Get him some Twixes. Red apples, not green. He doesn't like the green ones, right? That's not what I'm saying. They will deliver. Like, one person I heard in the interview got an orange, a turnip, and a rice cracker delivered to their house. So people are now starving in their homes. You're not allowed to leave your home whatsoever, because the Chinese government have fucking locked them up. And they're screaming out the windows. There's video footage of people literally screaming from help from their sky-rise apartments, screaming for help, and the Chinese government have locked them up. There's people in the Ukraine who are getting bombed out of it, murdered, children's homes getting bombed out of it. So your problem of, they didn't call me this at Disney, is the fucking bottom of my priorities. It's the bottom of, and it should be the bottom of your priorities. Of your priorities too. It should be the lowest thing on your totem pole, should be what someone is going to call you. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make 10 minutes in. Go look out the window and see the real suffering out there. And then that come on. Anyway, enough of that. We're being very serious, aren't we? Enough of that shit. I'm dressed like a bum today, which is fine. You know what? I have an interview today, right? I have an actual interview at, I'm looking at the clock now, in about an hour's time. Could be getting a dog, right? Could be adding a dog to the house. Why? Because I hate my cat and I want the cat to be the cat's very skittish. So I want this dog to come in the door, not attack the cat. I'm not cruel. I don't believe in cruelty to animals. But I want the cat to kind of put a stick over his shoulder with a little napkin, tie stuff in it, and walk off and leave my fucking house. I hate my cat. I generally hate the cat. There's been days I've been stressed, days I've been depressed. Love to stroke a cat. Love to just, come here cat, lie on my lap. Prrr, prrr. Never once. Cats never once come over to me. Never once come near me. Here's what the cat does. You call the cat over and the cat just goes, no, I'm not going in. I don't want anything. Cat comes in the front door though, at all hours of the night, rubs up your leg. Why? Because she wants something, right? Gold digger, right? She gives me money. That's what I think of when this cat comes in. Oh, you're being nice to me now. Give the cat a bit of food. Cat eats the food and fucks off again. Doesn't come near the house at all. Just comes in for food and fucks off. Gone all night. Comes in the morning. Like there's times like when I want to leave the house, I'm in a hurry to go meet someone, and as I'm walking the door, the cat comes in. Now, here's the thing with the cat. You can say, we'll just leave the cat inside. I'd love to. I've tried that. I let the cat inside, and she sulks. She throws a tantrum. What does she do? She claws at the walls. She claws at the curtains. She might piss on a couch just to be a fucking cunt. So I genuinely hate the cat. I genuinely hate the cat, and I want the cat to leave of its own accord because I have kids who love the cat, and I would never go out and go get rid of the cat. But I feel if the dog shows up, then the cat will just go, fuck this, I'm out of here. I was the queen. I'm leaving now. So that's what I'm kind of hoping is going to happen. I do hope the cat just leaves because I want the dog to drive it out. So here's the thing too. So we reach out to this animal shelter, right? Because people say you have to adopt. I don't want to adopt, right? This is all the kids' ideas to get a dog, to be honest with you. I travel a lot, so I'm not going to be around. I'm going to South Carolina in 2 weeks. Who's going to watch the dog? You know what I mean? If we get the dog within the next 2 weeks, which I don't think we will, who's going to watch the dog? Now we're at that game, right? Now we got to find a boarding place, all that shit, because they want a dog, but whatever. So here's the thing with the dog, right? So we're going to adopt. I'd rather buy one. I'd love a brand new dog. Like I'd like just a brand new out of the wrapper dog, just like a pup, just smell of like just the smell of her mother still on her. I want a pup, a brand new, not some fucking traumatized thing from a shelter, some nut job. You know what I mean? That of a dog that I don't want a pup now. Nobody's getting a puppy. We don't want an old dog. They want one like a one in the middle. Like they want a dog like basically named Roy. Like the dog is going to walk in like, hey guys, what's going on? Right? Is it the house now? Where am I sleeping? Over there? Okay, gotcha. And I'm gonna sleep over here now. All right, you just let me know when food's ready. When I need to piss, I'll hit the door a quick rattle. Is that okay with you? Do you want me to scratch the door? Do you want me to cry? Do you want to come and go whine in your face to let you out? Or how do you want to do? Just come up and stand by the door. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna go outside and piss. I saw the yard. It's a nice yard. All right. Anyway, I'll see you at dinner. You want to go for a walk or something? Let me know. That's fine. We'll go to a park. I see there's a park by your house. Don't buy one of those long sticks with the ball attached to it. That's too far for me. It's too far. I will go get a ball for you, but I'm not going as far as those things go. All right. Anyway, see you at dinner. Good luck. Like they want that dog, right? They don't want a happy, playful dog, a happy puppy. Like I don't know where to piss. I don't know where to shit. On the rug looks like a good place. Wallop. And I don't want an old one that's just going like, I'm tired. I'm just going to shit here. And I got to deal with him. I got to give him all kinds of medicine and all that shit. You got to lift him up by the tail and stick stuff up his ass. I don't want that kind of hassle. So we're getting a middle dog. Not a puppy, not an old one, a middle dog. But the company we're dealing with, it's fucking preposterous. So they ask me permission. They don't give a shit. Can we get a dog? Get a dog. No problem. Off you go. We need you home for that interview. I go, what interview? Well, they're going to interview us about the dog. What do you mean interviews about the dog? Will they want to FaceTime? I'm like, okay. So just go do that then. But we need you here. What do you mean you need me here? You don't need me there to say that we have a house that we're going to take care of the dog. Like, who does this? Do people go on these websites and get dogs just to fucking fight them or something? Or just go, oh, like, I think when people are abusive to animals, I don't think their intention is to go out and get an animal to be abusive. I just think the animal does something that pisses the abuser off, and then they abuse the dog, and then they go, you know what, no more dogs for me. I abused that one. I don't think they go, oh, you know what, I miss kicking my German Shepherd. Let's go get another one. I need something to kick. I don't think anybody does that. So they go, you don't need me there. You just go on the interview and tell them we have a house. We need references? References. First of all, if you do get a reference, who's going to fucking lie? Who's not going to lie? You know what I mean? All they're going to do is just walk. Why is a bus full of old people pull up outside my house? I live in the weirdest area, man. I really do. It's a lovely area I live in. Like, I live across from a firehouse. Literally, there's the firehouse, and over there is a school. This morning, I was sitting in my car waiting to take my daughter to her bus stop, and the school fire alarm went off. I'm sitting in the car for 15 minutes waiting for my daughter because I like to get out early into the morning time. 15 minutes later, the fire department showed up, and they live across the street from it. I live right next to a firehouse. You would think 15 minutes. What the fuck were you doing, lads? 15 minutes in a murder? How, like, it's from there to there. You could have walked over. You didn't need the truck. Bucket of water in your hand and walk over. Fuck me. Anyway, so the dog, they're getting this dog, and so they want to have an interview. So they want to interview me. I'm like, why do I have to be there? Just be there for the interview so they know this. They want to know who all the members of the house are. What do you mean they want to know who all the members of the house are? You think like they're going to call the dog up 2 weeks later for a monthly checkup? They're going to interview my wife and my 2 kids. And then all of a sudden I turn up and the dog's going, wait a minute. Let me get beep, 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 beep. The dog learns the phone and calls up the shelter. Yep, hello, yeah. You told me there was only going to be 3 people here. There's another dude walking around here like he owns the place. Yeah, I don't care. I am sure his name is on the bills, but I don't care. No, thinks he's funny too. I want you to come get me, please. Who gives a shit who's on the fucking, who? So I go, fine. Like, I don't have anything else to do. I'll turn up, I'll get on this fucking thing, I'll get on this meeting, and I'll let you interview me. Like, I'm good enough to pour food into a bowl. Is that what, that's all you're doing? Check out if I'm good enough to put food into a bowl, open the door when he wants to shit, pick up the shit, which I'm not doing. They're doing that. That's it? Like, I have to get on camera to see if I'm good enough to fucking not kick a dog, give him a bit of food, take him for a walk, which I love running anyways. He can come run with me if he wants to, as long as he's not, I hope he's not a fucking 3-legged thing. Ugh, like, I know it's sad, but I don't want to deal with that. Getting a dog, so, you know, and I don't want to get on this interview to find out if I'm the guy that's not, like, you're gonna tell, and if I wanted to kick a dog, I'll kick a dog, by the way. I'll be cruel to that dog if I want to be cruel to that dog. I'll just lie on the interview. Like, that's, again, I'm not going to, of course, relax out there, people. But you can imagine, like, it's fucking back. And then I get, you're not wearing that, are you? What do you fucking mean I'm not wearing that for the interview? It ain't a job interview. It's a fucking dog coming to live in the house. I'm not, you know, I'll go put a suit on, will I? Shirt and tie, all that stuff. Slick me hair back. Shave the beard off. Fucking hell, you're not wearing that, are you, to the interview? Do you want me to fucking, what's the alternative? You fucking, I don't know if it's a kill shelter. What's the alternative? Either give it to me, or you're going to put a fucking thing in it and just throw it in a dumpster. Or an infirmary? What is it? Inferno. No, that's Dante's Inferno. Fucking burn the dog, whatever. You're going to burn the dog. Do you know what I mean? Is that what you go? Do your options. Me or death. And you have to have an interview. Those are your options. Either we send them over to him or we kill the dog, and you're going to question me. In other words, the death might be a better option for the dog. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? We got 2 options. Death or the Irish guy's family. Well, hang on a second. Before we kill him, let's interview this guy and make sure that the dog is not better off dead. Fucking hilarious. And this is why I hate, like, I'm not. I love dogs. I can't stress enough how much I love dogs. Can't stress enough. I hate dog people. I'll never be one of those. I'll never be one of you dog people out there. Mommy's home. No, you're not. No, you're not, mommy. You're not. No. With the fucking sticker on the back of the car with the paw. Who saved who? If this dog comes here, I saved this dog. And did I save him? I just took him. I just took him. So that's it. Those are the options for the dog. And I have to dress up. They want me to dress up for this interview, which this is me. Do we kill the dog or we give it to him? That's the options. Anyway, thanks for listening, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that stuff. Comment on it. Go onto YouTube. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Let me know if you like it, if you don't like it. Throw a comment on there what you thought about my rant today. I would love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. Check out my other podcast with my good buddy Corey Brooks, The Manxiety Show. I'll keep you posted as my studio's getting up and running. Should be there by May. Eyebrows. Yeah, I got other podcasts coming up where I work. I'm on another one, 2 Guineas, 1 Mick. That's not an official podcast, although it seems to be going off that way because we've done a few episodes of it now. Lots of things coming up. Have any shows? I'm at the comic strip this month a few more times. No real shows, taking it back, doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. So I'll keep you posted as that progresses. Anyway, thanks for liking again, guys. I'll see you again. As always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.